Hi witches, and thank you all so much for joining me at my altar. Now today I want to guide you through a deck cleansing and blessing that can be done on all of your decks or one of them at a time, and you'll only need a few tools to follow along. Now, the first thing, of course, that you're going to need are your divination tools. Now, I tend to work more with tarot decks, but I do have a couple pendulums, which are on my altar. If you watched yesterday's video, you can find out how I set this up. Now, I did change it just a little bit for this specific video, which I think is a-okay, and I encourage you guys to adapt and build your own altars as well, using inspiration if you so choose, but again, whatever you guys want to do. But yes, the main tools that I use are tarot decks, so I have 3 tarot decks, an oracle deck, and 2 pendulums here, so those are here and there. If you guys have gotten a reading from me, thank you so much for requesting me. It makes me so happy. It always feels like I'm reading for my best friends. No, but seriously, thank you guys so much. Oh my gosh. Now next you are going to need an incense of your choice. Now, I personally am using a frankincense incense today. It is my personal favorite, but if you would like to build your own incense blend, I have one, a loose incense blend that I wish I had a better incense burner for it, to be honest with you. But it is a blend of a little bit of mugwort, a lot of lavender, and a tiny little bit of mullein, and that I feel just really opens things up for, divination and connecting with the great beyond. If you can't use smoke at all, that is a-okay. I totally want to be sensitive to that. So to my college students and my asthmatics, I salute you. But no, seriously, if you can't use smoke, no worries at all. I recommend using some clear quartz or selenite crystals, and I'm actually going to use this in tandem with smoke cleansing, so feel free to do that as well. So I'm just adding these to the tops of my decks, so kind of creating this really beautiful grid of crystals. You could also use a super nice bell. I love the way this one sounds. And if you work more with maybe pendulums or runes, you could also use a moon water or a consecrated water. I didn't include that here simply because I do work with cards and water don't really mix. Now, if your divination practice really centers more around items such as runes, bones, or pendulums, you might want to consider using some sort of consecrated water, be that moon water, holy water, something different that is completely unique to your practice, whatever that is, as long as those items are water safe. I say absolutely go for it if smoke cleansing is not an option to you, which totally cool. But yeah, get creative with it. There are so many options out there for cleansing, guys, seriously. And the final thing that I really recommend having is at least one amethyst crystal. They are pretty common, hopefully pretty affordable. I have a bunch of them on here, so use as many as you would like, but at least one is going to be kind of necessary. And yeah, if you guys want to pause the video, go ahead and gather those items. I have listed them down below as well for you to have a little checklist, If you want to pause, I'll meet you back here in just a sec. All right, welcome back, witches. So I have all my decks on my altar now and all my crystals sitting on top of them. I have my amethyst as well as my incense. Now if you'll join me in lighting your own, I want to lead you in a brief invocation with the intention to cleanse and bless our divination tools as the veil thins in the season ahead. So if you'll join me, go ahead and light your incense. Hail to the 4 corners of the planet, north, silent earth, east, exhilarating air, south, illuminating fire, west, tranquil water. We call you forth to join us in this space and establish a circle of protection. Spirit, the 5th element, alive in all practitioners who seek to walk this path. We ask the spiritual ancestors, the wise women and wise men who walked before us and preserved their knowledge. Join us as we once more descend into the darker part of the year. We take our incense and we circle our decks. We ask that our divinatory tools be cleansed of any stagnancy. May the messages appear clearly and be interpreted without question. May we be blessed with the ability to see beyond the surface to find the truth. May we be blessed with the mental clarity to accept the messages from the universe, and, as we approach Samhain, from those who have gone to the other side. May we walk between worlds and peer deeper into the past, the present, and the future. As shadows grow, may the way remain clear. May our tools guide us on our path, and may we safely navigate the world until spring blooms forth once more. Hail to the great elements and ancestors, those who have walked before. We are graced by your presence here and your aid in making this space sacred. Go now with our gratitude. Hail to the ancestors. Hail earth, air, fire, water, spirit. The circle is open but never broken. Merry meet, merry part, merry meet again.